Welcome to Miss Rowe Classroom. Today we'll discuss The Midnight Visitor by Robert Arthur. Your support through likes, subscriptions, and shares inspires this small channel to give its best. Knowing that our work makes a difference and is valued by learners like you motivates us. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. In The Midnight Visitor, a young writer named Fowler meets O'Sable, a secret agent who looks nothing like the spies Fowler had imagined. O'Sable is overweight, calm, and surprisingly clever. When a spy named Max enters O'Sable's hotel room with a gun, demanding a secret report, O'Sable stays composed. He tricks Max into believing there's a balcony and that the police are at the door. In panic, Max tries to escape through the window and falls. The story shows how brains and presence of mind win over brute force. Let's begin with the characters. First, Fowler, a young writer eager to meet a spy. Second, O'Sable, a fat, sloppy, American-born secret agent living in Paris. A character that defies the typical image of a spy and piques the reader's curiosity. As a young writer, Fowler's visit to O'Sable is filled with expectations of glamour and danger. However, Fowler's romanticized expectations are shattered when he is faced with the unglamorous reality of meeting O'Sable, a feeling many of us can relate to when our expectations are not met. He feels disappointed when he follows O'Sable to a drab hotel room on the 6th floor. The opening scene sets up a contrast between expectation and reality. O'Sable acknowledges Fowler's disappointment. O'Sable describes how Fowler probably imagined pistols, espionage, and dark-eyed beauties. He humorously points out the mundane truth of his life, not thrilling, just calls and dull evenings. He mocks the usual spy stereotypes and builds suspense by mentioning a confidential report delivered that night. O'Sable mentions that the confidential report is an important document regarding the arrival of new missiles that night. This hints at the real danger despite the lack of external glamour. Entering the hotel room, as O'Sable switches on the light, Max, a rival spy, is seen inside the room with a pistol. Max demands the secret missile report that is being brought to O'Sable that night. He claims it will be safer with him, using intimidation. Fowler gets his first real thrill, proof of real danger. O'Sable casually invents a story about a balcony beneath his window, claims it was once part of a larger suite and was accessed by intruders last month. This convinces Max that a balcony exists, a crucial lie that becomes the turning point. O'Sable cleverly feeds Max false information about the balcony, creating an illusion that manipulates Max into making a fatal mistake. Someone knocks. O'Sable says it's the police, whom he had called for extra security. He lies to further pressure Max into fleeing. He adds that he had requested extra protection due to the sensitive nature of the report. Afraid of the police and fearful of getting caught, Max climbs through the window to escape on the non-existent balcony. Max falls, screaming as he realizes the balcony was never there. The knock was from Henry, a waiter delivering drinks. The revelation that there was never a balcony, a clever fabrication by O'Sable, highlights his preference for intellect over violence and leaves the readers in awe of his cunning, demonstrating his prioritization of intellect over physical strength. Despite being held at gunpoint, Osable remains seated, composed, and even sarcastic. This highlights psychological control over the situation, which is crucial for understanding his character. Fowler enters disillusioned but leaves shocked and impressed, having witnessed true espionage in action, not the strategy or covert operations. Let's study the two main characters present in the story. First, Osable. Osable is a clever, unconventional secret agent who defies typical spy stereotypes. He is overweight, sloppy in appearance, and speaks with an American accent, traits that lead others like Fowler to underestimate his sharp intelligence and quick wit, a surprising contrast. However, Osable's true strength lies in his sharp intelligence, quick wit, and calmness under pressure. When faced with danger, he doesn't panic. Instead, he uses his presence of mind and storytelling skills to mislead the enemy. Osable is not physically heroic, but his mental agility and deceptive tactics make him a highly effective spy. He shows that brains can defeat brawn and that appearances can be deceiving. Next is Fowler. Fowler is a young, imaginative, fanciful, and idealistic writer, curious about the thrilling world of espionage. When he meets Osable, he expects to witness drama, danger, and excitement, the kind he reads or writes about. However, he is initially disappointed by Osable's appearance and dull lifestyle. Fowler serves as the reader's lens, representing society's naive and glamorous view of spies. He believes espionage is full of action and mystery. But when faced with a real spy situation, Max with a gun, he is nervous and scared, lacking the presence of mind Osable shows. By the end, Fowler's perception changes. He realizes that true espionage requires intelligence and quick thinking, not just action and glamour. His character reflects a journey from idealism to realism. Now let's discuss the themes present in the chapter. First, brains versus brawn. Intelligence and wit triumph over force. This theme is the cornerstone or the foundation of the story. Osable, though physically unimpressive, overweight, slow-moving, and ordinary, outsmarts the armed and dangerous Max using nothing but quick thinking and clever lies. Instead of reacting with fear, Osable calmly spins a story about a balcony and police surveillance. Max, despite holding the gun and appearing to be in control, is manipulated into fleeing and presumably or likely falls to his death. This shows that mental agility can overcome brute force, especially in high-stakes situations like espionage. Second, illusion versus reality. The world of espionage is not always glamorous. Fowler arrives expecting an exciting James Bond-style experience filled with action and intrigue. Instead, he finds a sloppy fat man living in a run-down hotel room, taking mundane phone calls. The true thrill and danger comes not from car chases or shootouts, but from clever deception and manipulation. The story critiques the romanticized image of spies and highlights how the real world of intelligence is often dull, subtle, and reliant on strategy rather than spectacle. Third, calmness under pressure. The value of presence of mind in dangerous situations. Osable's defining quality is his unshakable composure. Even when a gun is pointed at him, he stays relaxed and talks as if it's a minor inconvenience. He instantly fabricates a believable backstory about the balcony and previous intrusions. He pretends the knock is from the police, a calculated bluff to push Max into a state of panic. This demonstrates how remaining calm and thinking clearly in stressful situations can turn the tide in one's favor. To summarize the explanation, The Midnight Visitor is a clever and humorous spy story that challenges stereotypes and highlights the importance of intelligence over appearance or force. Through Sable's calm handling of a life-threatening situation, the story shows that wit, presence of mind, and clever deception are more powerful than weapons. It also portrays that reality often differs from romanticized expectations as seen through Fowler's changing perspective. In the end, the story delivers both suspense and a valuable lesson. Never judge a book by its cover. We have finished explaining Chapter 3, Footprints Without Feet, The Midnight Visitor. Please visit our reference website, misroclassroom.com, for exam-oriented summaries, character sketches, line-by-line explanations, extra questions, themes, and extract-based questions for Class 10 syllabus. In the next session, we'll analyze A Question of Trust by Victor Canning. If you enjoyed the content, ask questions, comment, subscribe, like, and share the video. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Bye-bye.